Okay, so we've got two mousses, alcohol-free, which is very unique all on its own, and they also don't contain the traditional like sticky, crunchy resins. You know, you find in some styling products, you put them in the hair and you can feel the hair like ripping and sticking and almost like breaking and tearing as you're blow drying it. These don't. This actually, instead of like a resin which is sticky and crunchy, it uses a rosin which is like flexible. It gives like a beautiful kind of flexible hold. So the primary reason for the mousses is to give body and bounce and guts and restoration to your color treated hair. But as an added bonus, this is when it gets fun. We have one for blondes.
Oh, cool.
See, with like a lavender tone to it. And then for brunettes, you know when brunette hair fades and your customer go crazy because it goes red, we have like a teal colored mousse. Okay?
They're pretty.
All right, so and feel the formulation. Totally different to traditional mousses. They're light, fluffy. It's you know, normally you put like a mousse on your hand and it would totally like dissipate into water. The tone is not designed like a purple shampoo that's going to like literally make the hair purple. It's a light tone. So, and it's topical, so it will wash off as well. But great if you're doing grey hair with the blonde, it really keeps, it's just designed to keep that hair crisp and bright and glossy. This is called Raise the Root. Okay, so this is a root lifting spray. So rarely does Gile go down the avenue where people have got great products in the past. There's a lot of root lifters out there. But when we made this, we made it in a very different way. Where instead of using the traditional like acrylic polymer that you would use in a root lifter, an acrylic is quite sticky, okay? You know when you use a root lifter and you can feel it's a bit sticky in the root, it's like, again, and it all goes a bit crumbly and crusty. This is genius because instead of an acrylic, it uses like a vinyl. So this vinyl polymer is actually flexible. So you can put it, and I'll just, I mean, proof is in the pudding, right? So you guys can see it. I'm just going to blow dry just this front section here. Just a few, I'm just going to do a few little sections. Okay. Now it's predominantly meant to use on wet hair, but you can use it on dry hair if you're just finishing or doing a comb out or whatever you guys are doing. So I just take it and I just lift the roots up here so you guys can.
What temperature is your dryer on?
I've got it on full heat. Yeah. Trying to make sure it works. I just do anything, I blast it in, yeah. Full heat, but I haven't got it on full power. Yeah. Because I don't want to like blast it out, you know, so I put it on a gentle power. I just want to kind of lift up these sections for you guys to see. So, can you see like that body there?
Oh yeah.
In the front? But what's nice, so you're going to have to go on a little tour now, let everyone just feel your hair quickly, if that's okay. But just feel it. It's not, there's no stickiness to it. And you can like run your hands through it. There's not like...
She was kind of hoping to do the whole head.
Yeah, right. Do you feel it? It feels completely soft. There's no stickiness whatsoever there. You know, sometimes you put a root lifter and as soon as you've brushed it, it's like the body's gone because that acrylic, the sticky, all breaks and like breaks down. When it's a vinyl, it literally will just stay. That body will stay in that like little bounce that you've got there until you literally wash it. You know, it's really cool. So that's the raise the root. So and then we've got the style on steroids. Okay. This is cool. We launched this actually locally to here, the Orlando Hair Show. Sold out in an hour and a half, like on the floor. It was insane. Everybody that walked past, we'd like spray it in. Everyone was like, I need this. It's called Style on Steroids. Okay? So I'll use your hair to demonstrate if that's okay. So this is very clever, right? Because it's a texture spray. Now again, there's a lot of texture sprays out there. And again, Gale does not go down that avenue when there's great things. I used the Oribe one myself, the dry texture spray, loved it. The only thing that we found, and we worked a lot with Chris Appleton on this as well, was texture sprays could be a bit sticky, okay? They lock the hair together a little bit still, and they don't allow the hair to still have that movement. So we wanted to like nail the formulation where we would get all the texture, but not have any of the stickiness. So what we actually did, and believe me, we went through so many different formulations of this, it was crazy. So we have like the perfect balance between moisturizers and texturizers. So you get this wicked texture, but there's also heat protection in it as well, which is very unique. So you can actually take a section, spray it, hit it with your curling iron, and it will give heat protection. And it won't all like glue together. You know when you kind of sometimes do this and it's like this brown, you know, it's like so okay, so your head's still a little damp. Okay, but I'm still going to throw your head upside down. Okay, you normally use it on dry. So I love it when I've done like waves and curls. I always throw the head upside down, and believe me, you can get stuck in with this stuff. Like don't be scared of it. It's awesome. It does contain zeolites as well, which are these little fine minerals. They will absorb a little bit of second day oil. Not as powerful as a dry shampoo, but nowhere near as flaky. So throw your head back. Okay, so there you go. And can you see you instantly get that kind of cool texture to it. Finishing, and then, but it is still a little damp, so it's not the best demo, but let everybody feel your hair. It doesn't feel sticky or crunchy. You feel the amount I just chucked in there, a lot of spray. It feels amazing in the hair. Like I live and breathe this stuff. You feel there's no like, it's got that texture, but it's not glued together. So really just go for it. So that's the style on steroids. Okay, so now we saved the little finale. Now I'm still super excited about this because we just launched it. And it's interesting, I think within the industry, every 10 years or so, something comes out that kind of changes the game. I know this whole line is a very new way of thinking. There is nothing out there like it at the moment. It's very unique, a very powerful proposition, something great to have on your shelf. But this product in particular is insane, and especially being from where you guys are from. It is humidity protection for your hair. It lasts 2 to 3 washes, and it goes on like water.
You put it on wet hair?
Wet hair. It literally feels like water. There is no oil, there is no silicone. It's called Dream Coat. You spray it on soaking wet, you saturate section by section, and blow dry it. And I can tell you, no words, this stuff is just unbelievable. Absolutely.
Now, is this good for all types of hair, or is it
All
better
hair
like
type.
for curly,
All hair
straight?
types. Straight. It is heat activated, and you blow dry it in. It will work better. It works really well with just a blowout, but it will work even better if you hit it very quickly with a straightening iron. This is no way to take over from Brazilian blowout. It's two very different beasts. This is a styling product. It has no scent to it. It literally is the bare bones of this genius ingredient. We didn't even want a scent to affect this kind of genius. What's happening when it goes on wet, there's this wonder ingredient in there that actually, with the heat from your dryer, cross-links across your hair, creating a hydrophobic barrier, which actually literally repels water. So once the style is there, it stays. I'm going to show you, so I'm going to ask you guys to come up close now, because I want to show you a little demo. Now, one has got treatment. You can feel, you know, one obviously feels smoother, but I just want you to feel that there's no weight or no cheating or anything going on, you know? Now, what I tell you is quite interesting about these swatches is they started off last week identical. I literally put the Dream Coat on one and blow dry. I had to blow dry it in my mouth. It was in my hotel room. And this one, I blew dry exactly the same because I washed it, and they looked identical. Now, I've been doing this demo all week last week without retreating, and look at the difference in the two. This literally just stayed perfect. It blows me away. Now, so you can see, so with the no treatment, and really come up close so you guys can see this. Okay? So I've just got a little bit of water here. So no treatment. This is like color treated hair. It's very porous, okay? So you put the water on and watch it. It's literally like, it's like a sponge. Okay, watch it. It just literally like sucks in the water. Okay, that's what color treated hair does. That's why humidity destroys styles. So this is when it gets really fun, okay? So watch this. This is treated just once with the Dream Coat.
Oh wow.
It's like
It's
literally,
like beads.
yeah. And it feels like nothing. It's the most, now watch this. Wow.
Oh.
And the hair stays perfect. And there's still moisture on there, but I tell you, the amount of times I've done that, and it just stays perfect. And this is why I say, in like 10 years or so, a product comes out, and this is it. Like, no question, this stuff is unreal. This is something that is done apart from all the others, okay? We obviously recommend the Wow shampoo, but you can use whatever shampoo, but it is, now you can use a cocktail first. We tested it and it worked. I personally do it with nothing. I prefer it just pure on the hair. And you can take curly, frizzy hair that you would normally put 2 or 3 products on. You can spray this, and now check this out, feel it.
I'm good, how are you?
I mean, you just can't even believe that this does that to the hair.
How big of a section would you spray?
This is what's key. So I say let's wash your hair, and then if everyone's got a minute, I'll show you, because I think I want to. It's almost like putting on colour. You take like that small sections and saturate from the roots down.
Oh, okay.
More than you'd think. You can't even imagine how that.
So
and
what's
it's
next
like,
to repel?
It's this magic ingredient. Like that's it.
I
That's
wanna
all
know what that
Dr. Joe
ingredient
gives me. But so say I dream coat your hair today, and then you wash it in 4 days. Once it's washed, you can use whatever style of products you want. Your hair is not going to come out like a Brazilian, like straight, perfect still. It's going to have its natural form back, but once you blow dry it, you're still going to have that humidity protection. If you are going to use other products with it, Dream Coat has to be the last thing you put on. So say someone just has to have body and they have to have a Dream Coat treatment. Okay, I'm taking my Colour Wow hat off, I might put a bit of a root lifter on first, okay? Does everyone feel they get a sense of the brand now and the products and the positioning? And really what it'll come down to is you guys are using it and getting your favourites, and when you start using it, I tell you that the resell is huge, because your customers are so wowed by the difference it makes in their hair. Like you said, every customer has a coconut cocktail, because it just makes such a difference in their hair. As soon as you blow dry it in, they're like, wow, I need that, what is that? How did you make my hair feel like that? And that's what's kind of cool about it. But whatever you do, whatever product you use, because I know you guys, once you get it, you can use it all your own way, it has to go on last. It really, you can't have anything on top of it. Dry stylers, that's fine. So the 1 minute transformation, it's funny, you said about, you know, the wiry bits. The 1 minute transformation is amazing for that. So if I've done a Dream Coat blowout and I've blown it and there's still a few bits that are just a little, I take the 1 minute, that's fine. Because the technology has activated.
If you're having a color touch up on a client that uses this product,
yeah,
do you recommend shampooing them twice before you touch their color up or highlight it?
That's a really good question. No. No, we found that it shouldn't create any kind of barrier. You don't get the same Dream Coat effect by diffusing. It is better if you stretch it. You do get some effect, but it is really better if you blow dry it straight. Then the next time you wash it, you can then diffuse it and it's going to be fine, because the technology has already activated. And one thing I'll say, if you guys are on Instagram, you should definitely follow at Colour Wow Hair, Chris Appleton 1, and obviously myself, Mr. Gile Robinson.